North Star Helicopter Tours, Juneau, Alaska Airfield. Once we arrived, they had our gear laid out and ready to go with waivers. We started donning our gear and making sure everything fit that was laid out. You are supplied with boots, waterproof pants, lightweight proof jacket, harness, shin and boot sleeves, gloves, and a fanny pack. As you can tell, the airfield facility has plenty of gear and sizes to choose from. Soon we took off from the airfield and headed towards the Mendenhall Glacier. The ride to the glacier is incredible, and you'll be sharing a helicopter with other ice trekkers. The round trip is a half hour. As we got closer to the glacier, we started to see the shape and ice running down the mountains. Flying through the lush green forests in between the mountains was a thrill. And coming up over the crest to see miles of ice laid out in front of us was even more astonishing. During the making of this video, the Mendenhall Glacier is 13.6 miles long and shrinking. Our pilot took us to the tops of the mountains to get a better look at the snowpack and beautiful white Alaskan mountain peaks. Flying back onto the glacier, we passed over turquoise blue ice fields to get onto our landing zone.
Another helicopter ride survived.
Once exiting the aircraft, we went straight over to get our crampons, ice pick, and helmets.
How's it going?
It's gonna be for you, and we're gonna
Make sure to wear a beanie for heat and for helmet comfort. Once we were all geared up, we got a safety brief and headed out to explore the glacier.
This is the only air pocket I've found you could actually fall into when you're
Walking on the gorgeous blue ice, we were amazed at just how brilliant the colors were in different sections. The ice gets its color because of how compact the ice is over the years. Snow appears white because the air pocket scatters all of the light equally. The hardpack ice, hundreds of years old, absorbs the yellow, red, and orange light, reflecting the shorter, more energetic blue wavelengths back. This and the fact that there are no air pockets in the ice makes the ice glow with a more brilliant color. The beauty I saw before me stunned my inner senses and captivated my eyes as we walked along the ice, every step taking me over thousands of years of ice. Our guides took us along small running streams and water runoff on the glacier. Seeing these was absolutely breathtaking. To be able to hike on this glacier was humbling and gave us a sense of just how small we are compared to the world. The ice pick comes in handy when walking because you may need to steady yourself with it on hilly terrain. Eventually you become used to the crampons and walking on the ice. Just make sure your boot laces are tight to keep your ankle and foot steady. The guides assisted us every step of the way, ensuring everyone was safe and following the path they had picked out. One step in the wrong place could have meant huge trouble for any one of us.
really cool to kind of like try to wrap my head around this.
The day was about 54 degrees Fahrenheit on the glacier, and the wind at first made it feel like it was in the 40s. Throughout the hike, you will warm up with all of the gear on and walking with the crampons.
Down these things, there's no friction waterfalls that come through these little canyons I really like.
Soon we came to a waterfall we could drink out of. The hike itself was 2 miles. The guide said depending on who is in the group, they will judge to see if a more moderate route can be taken. If you like adventure in your life, this is a perfect way to get it. A normal hiker will be challenged by this. That is because of the different angles you will need to walk on the ice to get to where you need to go. Ice, snow, water, and solitude. Being on the glacier miles away from civilization and surrounded by so much magnificence made me at peace while hiking. She's crazy. So crazy. Megan did an excellent job maneuvering along the ice and enjoyed the challenges the path presented along the way. Oh, that's gorgeous. A river of ice, a sapphire tear, a whisper of ages, silent and clear, the sun on the snow, a brilliant light, a waterfall sings, and a world of white. The company we went with supplied us with metal cans to take home glacier water in our fanny packs. The Mendenhall Glacier is one of the few glaciers in North America you can get to by road. So, if you were in the area and wanted to drive and see it, you could. The ever-shifting ice of the glacier creates stunning features like crevices and ice caves. These formations are temporary and constantly changing, making every visit a unique experience.
Look at this, how it snakes you.
The glacier has had a few names over the years. It was first named by the Tlingit people, a native Alaskan group who lived in the area for centuries. Next, John Muir in 1879 visited and called it the Elk Glacier, after the Tlingit group who lived in the area. However, in 1892, it was officially changed to honor Thomas Corwin Mendenhall, who was a physicist and a superintendent of the U.S. Coast and Geodetic Survey. As we kept walking over the landscape to blue and white, we immersed ourselves in the beauty of the ice and snow, Watching the water rush over the ice in its small channels was serene. Out of all the tours we did in Alaska, this had to be one of my more favorites. The feeling of walking over the ice and witnessing the beauty of the glacier under our feet was tremendous. Some of you may be wondering about the water and walking through it. The boots are waterproof up to a certain height, and you will need to be careful when walking through bodies of water on the hike. You will be traveling over streams and pools of water, so keep in mind your skill level and what you want to deal with if you are deciding to do this tour.
That was gorgeous.
The earth and landscape are always changing. One day, this glacier may not be what it is at the making of this video. Keep this in mind if you are able to make the journey in your lifetime. Live with no regrets and live a life of adventure.